today is the day. I'm picking up my Vizsla puppy today and I couldn't be more excited. My husband Josh and I got up bright and early this morning for our 5.5-hour drive down to Oregon, and we're getting closer. I think we're about an hour and a half away, and I'm so excited to meet our new puppy. I have to say that I'm a little bit nervous, especially as we get closer, and I'm not exactly sure why that is, and I'm still really excited, but I am getting just a little bit nervous as we get closer. This is going to be our second Vizsla, so we're really familiar with the breed. I know that it's going to be a great fit. I'm not worried about the training whatsoever. Like, I feel actually pretty confident in that. I did a ton of research. I read books. I watched a ton of Zach George videos before we got our first puppy. But now that's the second time around, I'm not too worried about that. I feel really good about the training and all of that. So I don't know why I'm getting these nerves, but I'm still really excited to meet her. And I know that it's going to be amazing. Hi, sweet girl. Oh my goodness. You are so sweet. Puppy, welcome home. Welcome home.
This is where you live now.
All right. What do you think? Everything's so new, huh?
Behind that gate. Over here.
You smell Piper?
This is your crib.
Everything's so new. All right, this is the last check-in of the night. Puppy is finally getting nice and settled in, and I think all three of us are tired and ready to just get ready for bed and relax a little bit. It ended up being a pretty long day, a lot longer than we anticipated. I think we left here at 6 a.m. and it's now 9:30 that, we're back and starting to get settled in. Just between all the traffic and the stops, and then we ended up stopping at my parents' house for a bit so they could meet the puppy. So it's definitely been quite a long day. We ended up setting up a temporary crate and pen area just so that she can start to slowly get used to the house without it being too overwhelming. And she seems to be getting pretty comfortable, so that's what we love to see. And then tomorrow we're gonna go pick up her older sister and do some gentle intros. So that's where we're at. Puppy is nice and sleepy, which we love to see. Honestly, she's probably just gonna sleep in the bed tonight. It is what it is. I think that we're all adjusting and just getting acclimated. And that's where we're at. Checking in with some puppy updates. I filmed an update a couple days ago and then I realized that none of the audio was saved, so I've got a lot of updates to cover. The first thing is that we officially decided on a name, and her name is Rue. It was one of the first names we talked about. We both really loved it, and we just wanted to see her personality a little bit, see if we felt like a fit, and we think it's great. So that's her name. We picked up Rue on a Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we picked up Piper and gave them a little bit of an intro. We ended up bringing one of Piper's old used blankets that smelled like her. We brought it to pick up Rue so that she could get familiar with the scent. And then she slept with it overnight, and then we ended up taking the same blanket and picking up Piper with that so that she could get used to the smell of Rue as well. And then we did intros in the backyard. What we weren't expecting is that Piper just jumped straight over the gate and chased the poor puppy into the corner and just startled the heck out of her. So we readjusted and ended up changing the configuration a little so that they could get used to each other. And honestly, they've been doing really well. Piper has been super patient, very tolerant. I think a few days ago, Piper started to try playing tug with her a little bit more. And then yesterday they played a bit of tug, they wrestled. Piper was doing a play bow, so they're definitely warming up to each other quite a bit. Piper does have her own spaces that she can go to when she's feeling a little overwhelmed, if she wants to get away and have her own space. Anyways, that's where we're at. The dogs are doing just fine. They're both adjusting. Rue had her first play date on Friday. Our friends recently got a GSP puppy and he's only 3 days older. So he came over for a play date and they had the best time. It was really fun just seeing them run around and wrestle and bite each other and do all the things that puppies do and just have such a fun time. It was great for them to just go wild and be able to play with a puppy their own size that was excited to play with them and not just older dogs that were putting up with it. Rue definitely has a very different personality than Piper did at the same age. Rue is super, super affectionate, very sweet, super eager to please, and she just loves being around people. She loves being around us and laying on us and just wants to be with us 24/7. She's also super playful. She loves playing tug, but her favorite thing so far is just playing with the ball and chasing it, and I think that she's definitely going to be a ball dog. She's very interested in Piper. She wants to play with her and just lay on her and be watching her all the time. The biggest challenges so far have definitely been crate training and just any time away from the puppy. Because she wants to be around us so often, she definitely gets a little bit distressed when we're away. I've been trying to very, very slowly start introducing crate training and to make it a really positive experience for her. So as she gets sleepy, I'll often transfer her into the crate. She also gets meals in the crate, and then anytime she decides to go in the crate by herself, she gets treats. So I'm trying to just teach her, like, this is the best place ever. It's a treat machine. She also spends a lot of time in this playpen, and I spend a lot of time in here too as well. I'll often work at the desk, or I'll just kind of hang out with her. The other challenge that we're having is naps. So at this age, I think she needs to be sleeping about 16 to 20 hours a day, and she's definitely not getting that. I've had such a hard time getting her to nap and to stay asleep. She'll take some power naps for 20 minutes here and there, but I've had a really hard time just getting her to not get distracted, to not wake up and want to start playing and doing other things. So I'm really trying to prevent her from turning into a little bit of a gremlin later in the day. Can't say that we've found like the perfect thing yet. And then of course, we're also working on just basic communication, basic commands. The number one priority is definitely working on some of that confidence and independence. We've also been able to meet a couple of the neighbor kids. We also had some family over yesterday. So she's been able to meet and socialize with plenty of people. Rue had her first vet appointment yesterday and she did amazing. She did such a good job. She had a great time there and everyone was so excited to see her. So that was great. We're back home and just continuing to work on basic commands, working on crate training. I think this is going to be our last update for a little while. So those are the puppy diaries and I'll catch you in the next video.